Good evening, everyone. Welcome to your daily Monster Train commute. It would have happened in the morning, but there were complications. Point is, we're going to go ahead and get the daily done now. We're going to see whether or not someone else has already done it before me. No. Alright, so we're the first ones here. Let's see what happens. Oh, come on, dude. Alright, so it's Hellhorn. We got Shard Tail Queen. I like the Shard Tail Queen. She's really, really fun. And we got Restore to kind of keep people alive. Fine. Spells cost one less, which actually makes something like Restore really, really good. Big Chungus is not great, and Moth Magic is terrible under most circumstances. That said, we've got several 50,000 point scores, which is a little bit nuts. Let's see what happens. If you can focus on getting these Queen's Implings out and doing some stuff with that, that should be fine. Talos with armor, every time she kills, she gets more stuff, or... No, yeah, she gets armor whenever she kills stuff, but she gives rage to everybody. Fel, Wings of Light. She's the one that puts cards in her hand, and then Seraph the Temperate. You know, fine, whatever, dude. You do you. I'm not too worried about that one. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. X-Cost spells. Look, we learned our lesson. Pick up the X-Cost spells one anytime you see it. Just do it. Just do it. It won't, like, yeah, it's fine. The Imperialist here is not a good call. Necessarily. It's weird. I think we go for the rally. But the 20 HP is nice. Like, the issue here, right, is that if we go for rally, right, we'll be able to get her to be big and strong and do all the damage and all that stuff. The action one allows her to do a lot of damage. Like, even across, like, a three-person, like, thing. Like, there's 3 enemies. She's there. She throws all the imps. Even if it's just 1 imp, that's 60 damage. That is a lot of damage. The issue I'm having with this one, okay, is that we don't have a whole lot of imps. We got 3 of them. 3 bombs, effectively. And I think I'd rather have the rally one at this point, because then at least I could put out the 3 imps, get a bunch of extra armor, make her big, and then, you know, go nuts, hopefully. It's a tough sell for me, either way. Let's go for rally and see what happens. I probably should have gone the other way, but I can't help myself. Spikes 3. Hey, you know what? I've seen worse. Let's see what we can do here. So, first turn, naturally, we do something like that. You're still alive. That hurts my soul a little bit on the inside. I can kill you now before it becomes a problem. Queen's Impling, out you come. You're not dying. Because you get damage shield. That is so rotten. It is so rotten. Okay, you will die if I do that, so let's not do that then. Oh, this is bad, eh? This is terrible. This is really bad. We're gonna take a bunch of damage for nothing. Oh, the Ascendancy kind of hurts, but that is kind of cool, I guess. You have damage shield. Not anymore, you don't. Get out of here. Okay, so we kind of got relegated to this section here, but that's fine. We're going to be able to kill her. Okay, cool. So we're going to lose a lot of points off of taking the damage we did, but 1590 could be worse. We see several other worse levels of points. Hey, I'll take it. Molting Imp here is a fantastic pickup. Effectively doubling down on the Imp archetype. This does not help. This does not help. And Sharpening does not help. So we skip. It's just such a bad grouping of things. I say we go down the spell route and see what happens here. We cannot cast Demon Imp. But he's a big boy. Let's see what we can do. What would I want to have holdover with? There are some things here that with holdover would be absolutely nasty. I'm looking at the Ritual of Battle. Even like a Restore with plus 10 magic power would be, like, really good. Right? It'd be really good. But I think we'd be silly not to put it on a ritual battle. Absolutely not. Yeah, let's do it that way. Reducing the cost of something by 1. Yo, ritual battle every turn for 1 mana. Sounds dope, dude. While we're at it, though, let's remove a trained steward. Okay, weird run, but let's see what we can do out of this. We won't have any more people with, like, I do a bajillion damage on, I get a damage shield just for existing. Okay, well, that's a freaking problem. That's a major problem. I can't save her. I can't save her. This is gonna... She's dead. Okay, then. Well, that sucked, game, if I may be so bold. Cool. We just took a lot of damage for really very few reasons. But we can go ahead and slow things down by doing this. If we do this and this, we can at least do some damage. I'm being phone called. Not right now, bud. Okay, I suggest we get ourselves some more armor. We beast ourselves up as much as we possibly can. He's dead, man. Look, I got nothing. This is terrible. The welder helper here is really, really good for us. I suggest we pick it up, but we have a space problem is our big issue right now. Let's not do any of that, and I'll skip all those. We have a space issue, man. We got a space issue. Creatures wise, look, I'd love to make my Demon Fiend actually cost something. I like to get endless imps. That'd be solid. That'd be really good. Is that a thing we can do here? Large stone. We don't have the mana. We don't have the money for it. We don't have the money for anything. We are doing terribly. We skip this though until we do have almost the money for it. Emphasis on the word almost. It's going terribly. Okay, the Bone Dog is super cute. Sure, man. I'm not gonna say no to Bone Dog. He's so cute. We're doing terribly, by the way. Like, absolutely terribly. If there was an avenue to get the super ridiculous, like, wow, like, levels of everything going on, we're not getting that anytime soon. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and immediately battle right. Ritual of battle, and then I'll kill off one of you. Yeah, I don't mind tossing you some armor. It's fine. Just they all have so much rage, and they hurt. Okay, we got Bone Dog here. It's great news. Cool. It's going to give us a little bit of pyre health, which I like. We don't have enough damage spells in the world to be able to stop all this, but okay, that'll help. Okay, you will die there. I suggest we toss you upstairs. I know that looks bad. I know that looks bad. We're gonna hold on to that Queen's Implant to continue to get some rally points if we can. But we took 4 damage there, which is like something we can handle. Shame we don't gonna have a molten imp here. Okay, we're killing 2 of them, but taking a bunch of damage in the meantime. Where's Bone Dog? There's Bone Dog. I love a good Bone Dog. Kill him immediately. Get you that bonus. Like, you might as well go out there and do, like, 5 damage. Okay, we did not get branding right, but we are absolutely killing her. At least we killed her. And we didn't take any real damage to her pyre because of Bone Dog. So you know what? Congratulations to Bone Dog. You saved us. Last Stand can be cute. Awoken's Rail Spike immediately makes more sense. Reason being, it picks up for +3, and it's a -2 on top of that. It's really, really strong. These are all weird right now. If we had a multi-strike situation here with a large stone, yeah, it'd be great. Even then, like, I'm like, what do I even put down here? If I get extra space, I'll be able to start putting down 2 imps at a time, but we don't have enough imps and never will have enough imps to do that. Skip. Give me the room anyway, though. I think that the room anyway will be helpful, because then we can at least put down the train stewards in front if we have to. If we go down the left side, we can go ahead and start improving our spells, including the Awoken Rail Spike, which would be actually really sick. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Hold over on Awoken Rail Spike would have been cute if we could remove the Consume. Yikes. What else would I want to have hold over on, though? Bone Dog's Favor. Just get 5 pyre health every time. Well, you know, I've seen worse. You know what? Before we do any of this, let's see what happens to our champion. So we can get rally 15, or we can start going for the kill all imp units to deal 20 damage per imp to enemy units. This does allow us to just play an imp, have it die, be useful, and then move on. I gotta wonder if that's the right plan. Like, the one problem we have is that the back rank units keep living long enough, so you know what? Fine. Shardtail Queen with the Imperialist is fine. So what do I want with holdover at this point? Look, dude, just about anything. Branding right would be kind of cute depending on how many restores we manage to find. But even Bone Dog's Favor would be, like, handy because every time we just... Oh, wait, hold on. Holdover. When played, this card is played on top of your draw pile next turn. No, it's useless then. Holdover's good, though. Put on the Restore, I guess. Like, it's free. Might as well. Vine Grass being 23 damage will at least allow it to do something useful. Making something cost 1 less. Woken's Rail Spike, maybe? I don't know, dude. Like, I've got no idea. Ritual Battle being a bit cheaper is always handy. Let's reroll, see what happens. Upgrade spell to have Permafrost. Upgrade spell to have +10 magic power. Permafrost is gone. Making a spell cost 1 less to play. Branding right, you're free now. Enjoy. We probably should have spent most of that on removing cards from our deck. We're going to lose this time, is my feeling. Spell Shield 2, huh? Excellent news. So the good news about Spell Shield 2 is that we can bypass it using branding right. Hilariously. Like, just instantly kill that guy. Oh, and I just realized we have a Demon Fiend we still can't play. We're smart. Wow. Okay, that doesn't even send you flying up, huh? He'll die. Why am I playing it on the same floor is my question. Dude, I don't know. This has all gone horribly wrong. Bone Dog might save us, but I somehow get the feeling he might not. Balls. If we had an imp there, we would have been okay. Balls. We sort of messed that up again, but at least that guy didn't have an attack. Okay. Stopping canting on that same floor, dude. That's as far as the cants go, understood? Alright, Bone Dog, where are you, pal? Okay, we're gonna put out the imps so that way they die, effectively, and give me the rally trigger while we're at it. Not even coming close, huh? Well, this is about to suck. What can I say, man? We played like trash. Let's try that again. I don't see the vein is the problem. Like, I just don't understand where people get the 50,000 points from. Maybe we go with Light's Gift instead. And we go for the Imperialist. Right? Just make her tougher. That'll help. Spikes 3. Okay. So she's a little bit tougher. Good to know. Toss you there. Toss you there. Look, there's no sense in playing much else, honestly, other than you to kill you, so that way you take a little bit less damage. Brief respite. I could branding right. Send you up a floor, though? Sure thing, dude. Makes you a bit tankier, why not? I don't mind branding rating you to kill you. Yeah, we take it away to contrition, who cares? And this boss is dead before it has a chance to do anything. Excellent news. Okay, much better score than last time, right? That's got to be worth something. Put out the Molting Imp as well. That's effectively 25 damage now. Skip all that. Then what? Maybe we go down this side this time instead and see what we find. So, Thorn Hollow actually is great news for us because of the spikes. And do we find... I mean, there's nothing there. Large stone and a hard stone. If we put this and the large stone onto the same monster, he is an actual beast now, right? Like an actual one-of-a-kind monster face. I like that a lot. So we leave, and let's see what we can do now. Now, the holdover rage would have been sick, but I do think that we're in a situation now where we can get holdover on the next bit, and we apply that to regen just to give it to him. You're big enough to actually tank this, dude. And I'm going to hold on to those imps. If I don't need to toss them, who needs to toss them? Cool. Okay, we might as well toss this up here to kill him. Adorably, that might be a decent move. That said, I still think we keep him down there. How are we doing down here? He's dying. He's straight up dying. You might as well die early to deal us a little bit less damage. And, like, this is our new champion, dude. He hits like a truck. Look at him go. He just killed the thing on the first floor. Single-handedly, like, winning us this game. Tiresome Climb is neat. I think the Welder Helper kind of fits with our champion. Wildlit Sap here is actually massive now. And then we can skip all these because we can't fit anybody else on any other floor anyway. Last time we went through here, it was okay at best. We did not find the endless that we were looking for, and effectively we came up with the exact same thing we did this time. So we're going to go down this way this time, see what we find. Spells get an extra upgrade slot and grant +4 stacks of armor each time it's applied to friendly units. Look, spells getting an extra upgrade slot is great. Now these, I think we can skip them. Let's see what's inside these caverns. Pet Bone Dog, 100%. We bring the Bone Dog with us every time. He was super great the first time. Why wouldn't I bring him the second time? You know, he's an absolute cutie. So, fight. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we're gonna put you there, friend. Then we'll put the Shard-Tail Queen up here. There's no sense in putting that down there, and we'll just get this out of our deck. Why are we putting him in the middle floor? That's how he has the chance to survive. Cool, at least you're taking some damage. Rejuvenate. Rejuvenate. Look at that, extra 50 damage right there out of that, at least. Rejuvenate some more. I'd branding right if it was actually useful. Kill one of these bros. I think that branding right here makes a good deal of sense. And then Ritual Balance Maker is stronger. Let the Pet Bone Dog do its thing for nothing this time. Boingy. No problems. What happens if I do this? You're both dying. That's huge. You need to get out of my deck forever. Because the action goes off first, before they have a chance to attack. So that actually makes this a really strong play. Now you're taking the full brunt of the damage. You are still alive, surprisingly. Let's see if we can do that for as long as possible. Good job, Bone Dog. So we're not doing stupidly well here, but we're not dying, and that's important. It's worth something. You're dying now. Excellent news. Let's make you as big as we possibly can. We might as well toss you out there to die as well. How's our spiky friend looking? He's looking real good. Piece of cake, dude. Like, absolutely demolished. So, at this point, spreading spores makes far more sense. So we're going to grab spreading spores, because we can upgrade it to heck and back. And we're going to go for energy per turn. I'm not sure if energy's the issue. Let's draw cards this turn. I think we found the vein. This feels a lot better. Let's go down this route because of the money, the pyre, and then this. Spell with holdover. Look, spreading spores with holdover is stupidly good. Making it cost free is dumb. And then reroll. Does 10 magic power work on it? It does not. Can it just give me mana? No, it cannot. Permafrost. Reserve. Triggers if the card remains in the hand at the end of the turn. Dude, we just keep Bone Dog's favor in our hand the whole game long. Give Restore the +10 magic power and then see what happens. Let's see what the Dark Forge has for us. So, this makes her stronger and deals 30 damage per imp to enemy units. Nothing wrong with it. Let's move on. We got 1 imp per turn that can come out and just do some extra damage. Spell Shield 2 does not scare me anymore. Like, okay, right? So at this point, I'll happily throw that out there. That kills him. Doing a lot of damage. You're living, but not by that much. Okay. And I'm actually sorely tempted to do this for sure. And then branding right up here to just toss her up there to deal with him. And we might as well get rid of this, right? Bone Dog works again. Okay, Bone Dog with Permafrost is probably the easiest, like, super good combo I've seen in a while. Doing that much damage, huh? How do you feel about doing that much damage? Bone Dog's favorite goes off again. Do we have another imp? We do. It's looking a lot better. Like, you're solid. You don't really need much help. But if I can apply some spikes here to just do a little bit of extra damage, I'm not going to say no to that. Ritual Battle here, maybe? There we go. That did the trick. Bone Dog, another 5 free HP. And how are you doing against this guy? You're absolutely shredding into pieces. Like, not even a question. And he's dead. This is much stronger. If you found this vein, this is the how-to. Like, I'm going to immediately after this run tell you, Mojo, this is how you do today's daily. Because this is way stronger than our previous run. Holy cow. Pyre Chomper here is fine. I wouldn't say it's necessary, though, and we don't really need the energy, so I'm happy to skip it. Engraft is good. Engraft is stupidly good, actually. Let's go ahead and do that immediately. Because it's literally just, it's a free card. Why not? Do I want to remove cards? And, yeah, I do. There's not much on that side that I think immediately speaks to me. Let's see what's down this way first. 3 Calcified Ember now. Get upgraded versions later. We don't need it. We just don't. I'm sorry. We're going to leave that and not touch it. For this, we remove 1 Train Steward and another Train Steward. But that's a lot of money we just saved off of that. Then here, start a turn with spells. Units cost 2 less. Units are free. That's pretty dumb. So that or start out with a sting spell in your hand every turn. It's not a bad way to play things. I don't mind. It's effectively card draw over the course of the run, and it turns our deck from what it is into actual damage. But the problem with stings that just throws people up a floor. Like, why would I do that? So I'm going to go ahead and remove another Train Steward. We're out of Train Stewards. They are all gone now. We just have pure gas, really, in our deck. Even the restores are actually useful here. Enemy units start on each floor. You know, they teach you how to deal with this kind of stuff in the academy, and what they don't teach you is it this move right here? Absolutely owns. We're gonna make you big and strong. Okay, now here's the trick. Do we have an imp? I mean, we do. They're all days, so it doesn't matter which imp we put out. Like I said. We hold on to Bone Dog. And see what happens. Okay, you're actually big and strong now. We're gonna Ritual of Battle you this time, because we need you to be strong enough to be able to handle the leftovers that make it to the top. Cool. Problem solved. Keep putting out the Spreading Spores. You're already dead. We don't need to do anything with you. We could Vine Grasp, but there's no point. It would just effectively deal damage to our own guy for no reason at all. Oh my god, the entire thing is Spreading Spores. This is kind of exactly what you want out of a deck like this. Okay, you're dead. The two of you will not matter, because you don't do any damage. This dude is so dead. I have not seen that many spikes in my life. You guys do some damage, but again, it doesn't matter. They're not making it past the bottom floor because this man does 62 damage every time they attack me. And he just doesn't die. Outstanding work. Sacrifice an imp to gain 2, draw 1. It's cute, but we don't need it. We already throw the imps away anyway. We definitely don't need more Spreading Spores. It's not even remotely necessary. We don't need any of this either. We can skip for now, really. Then what? Okay, so our spells are currently our big thing, right? Like, we've got a fully leveled up, massive Thorned Hollow, who's just doing all the work. Slam me over here, dude. Slam me over here. Allow me to remove, I don't know, both Vine Grasps that are doing absolutely nothing in our deck, but taking up space. Like, they're actually bad. Double stack. You wouldn't. Holy crap. Kinda amazing. Yeah, that's kind of stellar. 20 magic power consume. Piercing 25 damage isn't terrible, right? But like having this on a restore to kind of thin the deck down and just get more spores is great by me too. Reducing the cost of Ritual Battle to 1 is useful. Let's see what we can get off of reroll. Another Permafrost. There's not much I'd immediately want to put a Permafrost on, really. Engraft, just restoring 11 health for nothing is stupidly strong. Reduce the cost of Ritual Battle to 0. Look, at this point, dude, I spend the last 100 purging a card, maybe. And I'm looking at this, and I think, what card, though? Deck is good. I don't need to purge anything, really. We can't afford to play it that way. The manual is interesting, and the hammer is useless. Do I even take any of these? Like, I give +1. Nobody cares. I give +3. If it's on the second or third floor, it might matter. Sure. If it's on the second or third floor, it matters a lot. If it's on if it's on the first floor, that's where we're putting our Thorn Man. Thorn Man is the best man right now. Like, absolutely thrashing things. So we're going to have to hope and see if that works out the way that we're hoping it does. It's on the first floor. Shame. Okay, well. I mean, is it a shame, though? It will be in a minute. She's gonna die. Like, there's not much we can do about that. She will run out of imps. And when she does, it's gonna be a sad time. In the meantime, we could also just throw her upper floor. Like, if she's in danger, we'll throw upper floor. But, like, I don't think we have to worry about it too much. She's sitting there. She's doing some damage. Who cares? Bone Dog's going to do his thing for the next little while. It's all good, too. Okay, well, there goes all the energy for this turn. Good news, it's not all of it. Everybody on this floor dies. Excellent news. I do mean everybody. That's the last of the imps, by the way. You make them bigger. Weird situation, man. I mean, at least this thing's dying. We don't have enough imps to really make good use of our Shark-tailed Queen now, which is, like, painful. Okay. Everybody here is dying. It might have something to do with the incredible number of spikes I've got going on here. But I figure, hey, we might as well keep pushing for that. I think it's time that you hit a different floor at this point now. Okay, cool. That's better. 56 spikes. Champion's doing her thing. If we had Rally version of this champion, she'd probably be a bit stronger right now. But hey, we're in a situation now where this is currently the life we live. So we're killing Fell on the second floor. And like, that's not what we wanted, but it is what we got. $76 spikes. Hilarious. She's attacking us once. Oh no, she literally can't pass our regen. We get 50 HP back per turn. Okay, cool. That was fun. Transcendent is a very powerful card for us. And I think that the final thing we want to do is potentially go for energy. Having 4 energy allows us to play more of our spreading spores, which now actually does matter. That said, there's very little else in the deck that actually requires a lot of energy outside of the innumerable number of spreading spores and the free imps that we're starting to get. You know what? Go for more draw. Just go for more draw. It's fine. Now, on this end of things, do we want to increase the power of our spells? Engraft could be stupidly powerful, as could the Ritual of Battle. I think that that's worth a look-see. The other option is we go down the duplicate route, remove a couple of cards, but which ones? And then, at that point, duplicate what? Spreading Spores? I'm not sold on it, actually. I could duplicate one of the Welder Imps, and that would be kind of cute, but here we stand. Permafrost on the Transcend Imp would have been great, except for this is not a creature thing. The Transcend Imp can just sit in my hand, that's fine. 20 magic power and consume. Look, I don't really want to apply it anywhere else. It's fine. So, Permafrost. Hold on to the branding right for now, maybe? Because we can apply this when it matters. Reroll. Upgrade spell to remove consume. Wildwood Sap, dude. Wildwood Sap and make it free. Plus 20 magic power. Again, look, just the engrafts being a 21 heal is not bad. Having the restores all at least do some heal is also pretty solid. Let's see what our champion can become. Kill all the imps, deal 40 damage per imp, or get an impling every turn. Look, I like the idea of an impling every turn. It's almost a bit late for it, sadly. So we're going to go for the Shardtail Queen that deals 40 damage, because at this point she does 90 to the front one and 40 to everything else, and that's not the worst. It's sadly a way better option for us, I think. So we're gonna see if that ends up being the case. Hello, enemies. Non-boss enemies just do more damage. Sure thing, my dude. What is going on? Okay, let's see what happens. Well, we know where to set you up. Might be losing 60, but you're living. That's... I'm sorry. You're living for now, but let's see for how long. Okay, engraft, restore, wildwood sap, spreading spores. You're dying. That's fantastic news. And I might as well double Ritual of Battle. Okay, now we've finally got some moments to use these imps. Okay, you're taking 130. That's not enough. But we got a Bone Dog every turn, so I'm not too worried. You're taking too much damage. Zoop, get out of there. Like, seriously, just get out. That's our best bet to getting through this one alive at this point. He just needs to survive. He needs to get enough HP to live through every one of these situations here and just live. If I do this, he straight up dies, and there's not much else I can do with it. So, what else can I do here? Double Ritual Battle. He can do a bunch more damage to that person in the back. Bone Dog's doing her thing. She's a very good dog. Still not living. Well, well, well. That's a shame. It's kind of our carry, honestly. Okay, so we're going to need to do this. We're going to need to start thinking about what happens if our Shardtail Queen's the last one alive. Because we lost our boss at this point. Make her big. Make her strong. Make her as tough as possible. Ow. Okay, this is a bad time for us. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but... we might be able to salvage this. It's something, man. We made it. Just. Holy shit, dude. That extra attack per thing was a bit much. We still have decent, like, pyre health, and were this a regular run, I'd be like, yeah, dude, this is fine. But we're really not in that situation. We're in a situation where we have a massive super dude and he died. Which is disappointing. Like, big time disappointing. So I made a mistake there somewhere. Let's get the Pyre go, maybe? Yeah, Pyre goes fine. So now what? We go down this side, we duplicate, and we duplicate the engraft. I'm positive that's a good plan. Now, should we have waited maybe a second? Yeah, probably. What are some things we don't need in this deck? Both Rituals of Battle is kind of a bit much, maybe, but let's hold off on that for a second. Merchant of Magic, what you got for me? Upgrade spell to have double stack? Regen 10. Dude, that's pretty solid. I'm happy with that. Upgrade to Engraft doing 21. That's good. Ritual of Battle. It's not bad where it is. Let's reroll, see what we find. Dude. I got nothing. Upgrade spell to cost one less. Look, I got nothing, man. This is not helpful at all. Okay, Merchant of Trinkets. Rage does not decay. Doesn't matter to me. Friendly units, reroll. Some spell cards have consumed. Apply Redo to enemy units and they enter the floor below the Pyre room. Dude, that's actually okay. Are we going to do well? No. Well, like, there's a chance we can breach that 40,000 point mark, which is just not good enough for this daily. But I think that this is the right vein to go down. If you're thinking about, hey, how to get through today's daily, this is definitely how. I'm positive. Okay, so we need to start putting these guys out early. Make you start getting larger, and then I'm tempted to just boost you using the branding right, but we don't need to yet. We'll do that this time. So, branding right, up you go. Put that out there. Engraft. Restore. Get out the Pyre, go. Ritual of Battle. Cool. So why put the Shartail Queen up here? Because up here, the Shartail Queen actually does stuff. Namely, 40 damage, and not quite killing that, sadly. Now, it has rooted, so it does have to stick around a turn. Spreading Spores, Wildwood Sap, and Graft for free. Bone Dog's doing its thing as best as it possibly can. Shame you don't get bonus points for healing more. Cool, that works. Okay, Restore, Engraft, Spreading Spores, Ritual of Battle because I can. The Shartail Queen up here is literally just doing as much work as she possibly can. And it's something, right? Like, she's actually doing quite a lot of work. We're putting out the Molting Imp first. Great news. Put out the Wildwood Sap, Restore, the Engraft, get out the Restore, both Spreading Spores. Cool. 46 spikes, 38 regen, a bunch of rage. Why? I forget. Why are you getting rage? Like, there's something here. Why is he getting rage? I don't understand. Why is he getting rage? Did you apply rage? Who's applying the rage? I'm losing my mind. Because of Ritual Battle, you moron. Even with sap, it's not enough to stop this man's unbelievably strong stuff going on right now. Okay. Okay. We are going to double Ritual Battle up here to be able to get the kill we need. And then you are going to put out 62 spikes. Okay, Transcendent, you need to do your thing now. Hey, you did something. Okay. It's the last turn, though. We should be okay. Put out this and all the Spreading Spores we got. Seraph will not make it past this character. He's just too freaking huge. There were no more imps left in the deck. So, yeah, Seraph is dead. I'm not sure if you noticed. But in case you didn't, Seraph is super toast. We have 88 regen, 102 spikes, and even with 5 sap, it's nothing close. We even managed to heal our Pyre back up to a reasonable amount of HP. The issue here is that we didn't find Bramble Lash. I think that if we had been able to find Bramble Lash, that would have been an easy daily. In our first run through this, we should have known that Big Chungus was antithetical to what we wanted. We should have known to go for the other Queen Impling. It was just a big mistake. Hellhorn units tend to be trash, is my current feeling and summary of them most of the time. Even now, it's like, ugh, 630. But like, if we had managed to keep our current daily score, okay, we would have ended up around here. Okay, we would have ended up like 34th or something like that, which would have been sick. But we should have known with Big Chungus that most Hellhorn units are trash, and that we should have gone for an Awoken unit that was big, strong, stompy, and could have worked. And we found it. We found it very easily. That's the way you played that one. Let's go ahead and see if I'm right. Let's see if I'm right, and like hopefully we don't come across something that looks a little bit like tricky. You know, like that's not a deck that should work. Short-tail Queen with Rally. Thorned Hollow with just Large Stone. Double Awoken Railspike to go through Vine Grasp, which is bad. Restore, which would have helped. Wildwood Sap, Ritual of Battle, and Ritual of Battle. I'm confused as to how this deck worked. Like, I like the double Awoken Railspike, but how'd you get to a point where this worked? Talos, 3rd turn Boss Rush. Fell, 3rd turn Boss Rush. Seraph, killed on the first turn. Pretty much. What? I suppose you just draw through your whole deck at that point, right? Like, maybe that's the thing. You just draw through your whole deck at that point, and with the double Awoken Railspike, eventually everything's free. So, you restore every turn. He gets big and stompy. Fine. He gets a million spikes. Shardtail Queen gets 2 counts of Rally. I'm confused about that one. But I suppose with the way that this all worked out, you could theoretically... It's not about the Shardtail Queen having Rally at all. It's about the Thorned Hollow having an infinite amount of ritual battles against an empty field. Like, you're able to Vine Grasp everything out of your way, because your first turn is Awoken Railspike, right? With all the energy he had access to. And he had the ability to draw, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. That's more than half the deck already. One of them is bound to be the Awoken Railspike. Sure. So you go off, you Awoken Railspike. Cool. At that point, what do? It manages to make at least 3 things plus 3. So 6 other cards. You draw the rest of your deck at that point, and it's -2. So if you didn't get the other Awoken Railspike by then, you do now. You then Awoken Railspike. You draw through your deck again. After you play Ritual Battle, so that we can draw it again. Effectively now, both your Ritual Battles are free. Cool. You put Wildwood Sap on the Thorn Hollow, not that it matters at this point, and you just go through the multiple Awoken Railspikes to draw all the stuff, draw the Restores. The Restores are already free. You then make this guy as big as possible, get the Ritual Battles to be free. You then put as many of them as you possibly can on the Thorn Hollow. Anything that's in front of Seraph at that point gets hit by a Vine Grasp to just kill them infinitely, because you get an infinite number of Vine Grasps. Or to position her where the rest of your floor is. Hence why this would help. You then get that all set up, and then eventually you have a massive super beast of a Thorned Hollow with enough rage on it to just instantly murder people. What a weird deck. That would be my immediate feeling. Like, that would require some pre-knowledge, I think. But would explain the score. Right? It would make sense. Let's see what's a more reasonable score. How did this person get 47,000? So they went for a Shardtail Queen with the Imp thing like we did. They found an Animus Will in the Branded Warrior and found a place for them. The Thorned Hollow is the same as ours. They actually made Glimmer work. How did you get Glimmer to work? I suppose Glimmer would have been neat because if they get to the top floor with the right artifacts, you absolutely rip and tear through them, but... yeah, I'm not sure how this deck worked as well as it did. Our second deck worked great. Our first deck was trash. To reiterate, if you're doing today's daily at all, don't go for the Rally one. It's not a smart choice. Make sure that if you pick up the Demon Fiend, you go for the energy necessary to cast him. Okay? And don't be a dum-dum, okay? It seems like in both cases, the Thorned Hollow was an important part of the deck, and I like how our second deck worked out. So, thank you for watching. I hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. If you did, be sure to let me know. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you folks in the next video. Bye for now.